Ooh.
Launch here so that we can keep our waiting public happy, even though we never keep anybody happy. Hey there, beer tubers! Welcome back to not Maxwell Star. I am Maxwell Star.
Hey,
But
Nick,
this is
give him a happy
BA101
ending this time.
or BYOBA101 once again, where we are doing
Give him a happy ending.
frig. Sorry, I had something playing in my ear.
Tonight we're featuring butt stuff.
Yes, tonight we're featuring the crown jewels, very close to the family jewels that Greg was talking about. But we're kind of doing the concept of tonight's episode is to go to your liquor store, bottle shop, bar, brewery, whatever, and pick up the best beer that they have with a bar around $10. They say around $10, so slightly over, slightly below. The idea is to get what what the best stuff the brewery or liquor stores got to offer, but at a reasonable price point. So I'm not telling you to go out and buy the $30 bottle of Double Tempest or the $20 bottle of Three Fontaines or something like that. Just go get yourself something nice and bring with you tonight. So first off, let's start with the first person who showed up here tonight, which is Mr. Paul of PA Brew News. How you doing tonight?
Hi. Hello.
Oh,
I brought a beer. Okay, so
you brought a beer.
I was hitting $10 in the mark. I'm only below $10. So I went there. I checked a couple things out. There was a couple above the $10 mark, but I thought it was kind of like below $10. Sorry, I kind of read it fast. I was at work, and I kind of wanted to sit with that because the guy, said, "Hey, I can give you this for 10 this or this for 10 this." No, I want to be below 10. So there was a bunch of there was a bunch of the Belgian beers and stuff there too. But for the price point, for the ABV, and for the quality, I picked Weiss's Aventinus Icebox, coming in at 12% alcohol by volume for $6 of the American dollars.
Yeah, you're going right after my heart there, Greg. Paul.
Jesus! We both look the exact same to you, don't we, Nick?
Yeah, we do.
Well, we are fucking.
I mean, that part's true.
And not ashamed about it either. All right. Thank you, Paul.
Hell
Let's
no.
go over to Carrie. Carrie, how you doing tonight? You're quiet.
Muted.
I might have been muted.
Might have been.
Going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we can see all your
All right.
tweets on your screen there.
I don't know what you're talking
What'd
about.
you
Those
do
aren't
with it?
torrents. Nothing. Nothing. What are you talking about? The beer I brought is a bottle of Donkey Venom.
Donkey Venom.
It is
there we go.
Footer aged dark sour with cherry, coming in at 7.7% ABV from Bellwoods. And yeah, there's randomly a small little bottle shop type thing in my city that I didn't know existed, and now I do. So
Sweet.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
That'd be fun.
I'm pretty stoked.
Nice.
And I don't know if I've had this particular one before, so I've had a couple variants of the Donkey Venom, but I don't know if I have had this one, so it should be
if I've had
interesting.
Donkey Venom or not.
You tried some. I'm pretty sure I brought a bottle with me when I went to you, and I think we cracked open a bottle during the stream we did or something like that.
Okay,
I think,
yeah, if you brought it down here, then I would have had
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes, okay. It was like a stout or something. I forget, but it was
It was
like photo race. So it was sour.
Yeah, it's a dark sour. The one I
sour,
brought,
okay,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure wasn't the cherry
Okay.
variation,
Okay.
but yeah,
Interesting.
one of those beers that's like almost too complex for my palate kind of thing. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I enjoy it. So good times.
All right. Thank you, Carrie. Hi, Greg. What the heck is that?
You ever had a whiny bastard, Nick?
I have. Are you a bastard?
Donkey Venom's... I could be a whiny bastard if you want me to, but Donkey Venom's kind of similar to that.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not a fan of
barrel-aged imperial stout, if I recall.
I was never a fan at all of any of the whiny bastards I had, but this I don't I don't like wine. So this is a far cry from, in my palate's opinion, any kind of a wine type beer. But
Well, I mean, granted, I haven't had either beer in probably about 4 or 5 years, but I just remember they were very similar back in the
Yeah.
day. But I wouldn't call either one of them very whiny, but they're kind of more had that kind of vinous sour note to them, kind of.
I remember the whiny bastard was the couple times I had it, it was just too much wine for my palate to handle.
There was, well, I remember some years being better than others. Much like with most of Nickelbrook's products that are aged, they have some good years, have some bad years. Anyways, I have 3 beers. None of them are expensive. None of them are too exciting. I just went to the LCBO and picked up things I haven't had that are kind of bigger beers that I guess you kind of wouldn't be your everyday go-to. And since I think they're all 3 of them are Belgian style, so since Kerry hates Belgian styles, he gets to decide which one I pick. So. And they're not from Belgium. Oh, I think at least 2 of them are from Quebec. So this is Brasserie du Point Moinette Brune coming in at 8.5% alcohol.
I've never had that one.
Then we got, and I know I'm butchering these pronunciations.
Wow, that doesn't make it through mine.
Brewery, the Three Musketeers Brewery Troubadour Obscura, and that is 8.2%. It's they just call it looks like it's just it is a product of Belgium. I think it's just a Belgian strong ale of some sort.
I've had the regular Troubadour, but no, I don't like it. Go ahead.
Troubadour Extra. And the final one, this one's a little bit bigger than the rest of them. So this is Malheur Belgian Dark Ale. And this one's a little bit bigger, boy. It comes in at 11.5% ABV.
Well, it's got to be that one.
Go with that one.
The Muher.
Yeah, that one's probably going to be a little bit more cronk juicy, but why not?
Yeah, the last one you showed for sure.
We agree with it. Let's be honest, I'll probably drink them all tonight. But
how do you spell that?
You know what needs business.
And
sorry,
also,
just if you talk at the same time.
Sorry, I was going to counterpoint what Greg said about me hating Belgian beers. I have not hated a Belgian beer I've tried in a little bit now. I'm coming around. So
you less than love them.
Hey Greg, can you hold that beer up again? That's what I was trying to ask before I get.
The last one.
Yeah, I'm trying to write it down.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I will do that.
I can always
Manheur.
MAL
HEUR. Malheur.
12.
Like a sick whore.
Okay.
Malheur.
Yeah, that sounds the most interesting actually. Because I've had one at Brune. It's all right. I've had Troubadour, the standard Troubadour, like the Troubadour Imperial Stout, and it's kind of meh. Anyway, you'll find.
Well,
out.
we'll find out.
Those all before the night is out.
Oh, very, very, very likely all of them will enter my body in some way or another. But this is and it's not really a beer. So I mean, you say celebration. I mean, yes, I could have just brought another double Tempest or another regular Tempest or something. But you guys probably don't want to see me doing that every 2 weeks. So this is I probably wouldn't ordinarily drink because ordinarily I'd probably reach for an IPA if it was a day-to-day beer or something. And this is a little different. So.
All right.
Nick, what did you get?
So, it's funny. I went to my local liquor store, uptown St. John, and the selection there was so bad that the best canned beer they had there was a can of double IPA. So I was like, that's fucking boring. Lucky enough, Trailway's Union Street location is like a short walk from the uptown liquor store. So I went to Trailway and picked out one of the best beers that they had to offer, which is Trailway's Founder of the Feast barley wine, 11.9% ABV.
Nice.
It's 11.9%
ABV. 500 ml bottle with a wax cap. I think I might have the only wax cap bottle tonight. I don't know unless Gary's got one.
Fancy.
No. Anyway, details on this one here is that it is. I don't know if anybody remembers the Fax barley wine that from Trailway that I reviewed maybe a year ago. It's in like a small 355 ml can, brown label. This is basically that beer, but aged in 28-year-old single malt whiskey barrels from Glenora Distillery, which is not the best. Ask Lee about it; he'll fucking hate it. It's not the best distillery in that out there. They're like that Cape Breton Atlantic Canadian distillery that kind of that I feel like a lot of maritime breweries use them as a like to get barrels from, but my experience is the beers brewed and aged in those barrels lack character. But I digress. I'm kind of excited to see this because it is 20-year-old bottles. Anyway, I see Jamie is here. Do you actually have a beer tonight, Jamie?
He might, because he was asking earlier what tonight's beer was.
Yeah, and I see Leah's here too. We'll introduce them.
The lady of the Lees.
You know what? Jamie's taking a bit. We'll get back to you, dude. All right, so Lady Lee. Hi, Lady Lee. How you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
As Jamie fucking comes in right away.
Jamie comes on. Sorry, he's going to adjust his camera so he's just off to the side. All right, so Lady Lee, what'd you bring with you tonight?
So I'm on the fence which one I want to grab. So initially I was going to see what I could grab at Lou Dogs, but I knew we didn't have too many cans for like anything that I would like. It's mostly domestic on cans. There's a couple craft, but nothing that I was interested in.
And you don't like to be domesticated?
No, not at all.
Wow.
So the way I saw it is, I like beers with fun titles and look cool. So anytime it comes to anything like that, I picked two. I think I've had both, or no, I've only had one, but not the other. So I either have the Flying Monkeys Crowd Surf, the Passion Fruit IPA, or the Psychedelic Puzzle Factory. It's a Bumbleberry Custard Double IPA.
I think we know which one you pick.
Probably the Psychedelic Bubble. Is it Psychedelic Bubble Factory?
And the way I found it
a weird name.
This one
sounds like the Lady Leah beers.
This one was 20 cents off, so I got a discounted beer that was a higher percentage beer.
Yeah, I think that one's discounted my LCBO too because they've been sitting around for a while.
I would go with the higher ABV.
Always go with the higher ABV.
Double.
Alrighty.
And I'm using Nick's glass he gave me.
Oh, nice. Unison gun glass.
Yeah.
All right. I see also we have a basement. We already know what he's drinking.
Hey, Nick. How are you?
Not too bad, Jamie.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Hey, I'm in Arizona.
I see that.
This stuff is everywhere. So this is I've never actually had it. So I've heard it's okay. And this is at like a gas station I found this. But apparently Santan is a pretty good brewery.
How big is that can?
It is 24 fluid ounces.
19.
It's a big
nice.
can.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's crunchy.
That's pretty big if it's from that's your best beer that you could get at a gas station.
Well, if you go to Circle K, or you'll see there's Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is everywhere.
That's always good.
What was the other one?
That's 700 milliliters. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's a pretty good beer.
That's bad.
Yeah.
It was like $3. So
That sounds all right.
Wow.
Nice.
they have cans like this of there's a crap load of different cans, all the way up from like Bud Light to Atomic IPA. Wide selection of everything at pretty much any gas station you go to. So I grabbed it. This is my one to try.
Nice.
Nice.
Juicy Jack.
What's
My favorite,
the
the best beer around here. Sorry.
what's the ABV on that one? I don't know if you mentioned.
As I spill it. I'll get back to you. I'm not sure. Oh, 6.5. 6.5.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Something
decent.
Nice regular.
The nicest beer around here is actually the Sheets carries it. It comes in 19.2 fluid ounce, 19.2 fluid ounce cans. It's 9.5 alcohol by volume. It's a tropical double IPA from New Trail. It's actually pretty fucking fantastic,
Oh, yeah.
and it's only $2.60.
What'd you say the ABV was?
9.5.
Fuck.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a
At
big double.
the same gas station that I picked this one up, there was also I don't remember if it was a double or a triple, but it was a, juiced up, hopped up version of this. But I just went for the regular. I've seen a few people from this area that have sent out beer mails, and Juicy Jack is usually one of the ones, or at least back in the day, it was one that I've seen a few. Arizona beer reviewers send this out, if you know what I mean. Know what I'm saying?
No,
Just
saying,
let you know
how it is.
saying, tell you
I'm
what,
gonna mute myself. I'm also going to eat as I'm having this. So.
a burrito.
Your
Is that from your amazing chicken place, or
That is quite the burrito.
it is a big burrito?
No.
Alrighty,
He's
so
eating.
let's circle back around and ask Paul. Paul, the beer you picked up. What's your history with it?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
This beer I've had numerous times. I've had every kind of. I'm sorry. I had the Aventinus Eisbock from Scheideweisse in Germany. I have had the cases of the regular Aventinus. I've had about a case of this, and then I've also had their barrique version, their barrel aged version of the Eisbock as well. So I've had many ages and guises of this beer, and this beer is consistently good. Much like the regular Aventinus, it's a very tasty beer, and I'm glad I have it now. And we'll come back so I don't do all the tasting notes now, because I know how this place works.
Exactly. You've been
Oh,
paying
look at
attention.
him. He's
You've done your
a
homework.
veteran now.
Yep. All right, thank you, Paul. Let's go over to who we got next, Mr. Beard. What's your history with donkey venom, other than the bottle you brought down here?
I believe I've had at least 2 other variants, maybe 3. But
That's right. What was it? I missed the intros. So what was the beer?
mine is a bottle of donkey venom. It's
Is
a
it sour?
barrel-aged, photo-aged, dark sour with cherries. 7.7%. I got it at actually what's the bartender's name at Ludog's? She always has the eye makeup that goes like this on both
Rebecca?
sides. Yeah, she recommended Culture Club, which is basically across the street from you guys, in the back of the Opera House bakery, whatever crap. And
Yeah.
they have a beer fridge with a pretty.
Oh, that's
well,
cool.
it's currently a bit lacking, but they've got more stock coming in apparently new. But it's definitely a place that I'm going to be going, and they're they fall under the COVID rules they didn't get rid of, where if you buy some food, you can take the beer away. So the first time I went, I bought a loaf of their sourdough bread. I don't know if you've had any of their baked goods, but their sourdough bread, one of the best loaves of bread I've ever had in my damn life. It was absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommended. Yeah.
Nice.
Today, actually, when I went back there, I opted to just buy a cookie for my food. So
There you go. Make sure you don't drink that booze on an empty stomach.
So you
Oh,
did
yeah,
it
we had
all for the cookie. Come on, cookie. Come on.
we had
You can
Indian
take
food
that cookie.
tonight, so- Yeah.
All right. Stick it in your gum.
What kind of
Jamie
Indian
knows
food
what
did
I'm.
you have?
Chicken tikka masala.
Mm.
There were some papadoms. There were some weird onion things. Some other stuff. Some naan bread. Some rice. It was-
I like
You will not
I
be
like,
surviving the quiet.
I like masala chicken. It's very tasty.
It was like their masala was outrageously tasty. My sister got medium. I usually get mild plus. Medium was enough to make my mouth be a little bit on fire by the end of it. It was tasty though. Damn tasty.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Now I'm hungry. Let's go to Greg. Hi, Greg.
Hey, Nick. Well, I didn't have any Indian food or a burrito today, so I did have a wrap that's kind of a burrito. But my history with this is
He's
So
drinking
not
it.
much.
Yay, Butch.
not that much. Again, this was just a random. I just like to randomly go to the LCBO sometimes and see what they have new. And I'm not saying it's new, but it was new to me. I haven't seen it before, so there we go.
I'm sorry.
I should fact. I'm going to fact check myself. Make
I
sure.
just took a sip.
Make sure I
Holy
haven't actually
fuck.
untapped this before.
All right.
No, I have not untapped this before, so we're good.
All right. So that's Greg's history with this one here. Let's go to Lee.
That's my history.
Hi, Lee.
Okay, I have had all of the ones that I can think of right now. I had the Chocolate Manifesto. I've had the Orange Creamsicle Quadruple. I've had the other one that's a really common one that I can't think of the name right now.
Sparkle Puff?
Sparkle Puff.
Sparkle
I've
Puff.
also had... Oh, I can't remember. There was another one. I can't remember the name
They've
either.
got a whole
It's
shit ton of
like-
beers.
Juicy Ass?
Juicy ass, yeah.
No, it was the one. The can looks like it's very cultured compared to like all the rest of their cans.
Oh.
Anyways, I had that one, and I believe I had the passion fruit one, and now I'm having this one. So I've actually had quite a few from Flying Monkeys compared to my usual history for stuff.
Nice. All right.
But this is a
It was
first
like-
one for me.
I always like Flying Monkeys, even the stuff that's maybe not amazing. It's very interesting always. Like even that box of IPAs they came out with, which really weren't amazing, but it was okay. These are kind of interesting. I like that they experiment.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're very experimental. They're never the stick with the same kind of routine. They'll be like, let's try everything, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah. And they go all out. They go all out sometimes. It's like, okay, cotton candy IPA, why not?
Oh yeah, I have had that one too. I've had the cotton candy IPA.
That 4-pack
Yeah,
was fucking weird.
Well, and it's so weird because the cotton candy IPA they have, I can't remember the name of it, but they have it at my local dive bar / wing place. It's like, it is very much a Molson / Budweiser crowd, and I'm shocked they would even bring a keg into that. But sure enough, I'm like, that's awesome.
Oh,
That is such a random one to have.
It really is. I'm just like, I don't know how you're even selling this thing, but it's like every time I go there, I'm like, if you still have this on tap, I'm gonna get a pint of it because it's like I want to support this stupidity.
I've had it's Space Age Sunshine. That was one I was trying to think of, and I think I've had the Velvet Bubble Lord. And
That was the blueberry. Yeah, you probably had that one.
yeah, and then I'm pretty sure I had the Island of Imaginary Friends as well. There's another one that I had that I don't have right now. So
They all kind of blend together because, like, literally at the LCBOs, there's like 8 of them, and they're all kind of there. You're like, okay, I don't remember which one I have, which one I haven't had. They all look the same, but they're all interesting looking.
they are.
Live transmission. Did you have that one? Was it live transmission? It was called.
Live Transmission was
Live
delicious.
Transmission.
When they first made it, and it was just a milkshake IPA, it was delicious. And then out of nowhere, they decided to make it like a chai milkshake IPA, and it just
No, I
became
had it when it was a
fucking weird.
Oh my fuck.
milk.
Okay.
It's the Destiny. I think that's the one I was trying to think of.
Oh yeah, probably that's their hibiscus lager or something. I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I could keep going. I'm looking at the ones that they have or have had.
All right.
I've had many.
So
I've had
needless to
lots of
say,
that.
you've not had this one.
I have not had this one. This one's new to me.
All right.
This is the first time. I like the can. It's very colorful and pretty, and it has a fun name.
All right. Okay, so thank you, Lady Lee. Let's move over to Jamie. You can tell us about his Juicy Jack. His Juicy
Ooh.
Jack off.
Is it
Jesus,
history?
thank-
Good
we
lord,
were
that's a
doing?
big ass can. This is history, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me your history on that burrito.
Never had a santan, and this is my 3rd time having this. It's not a burrito.
What is
It's
it?
a
Oh, it's a sub.
giant sandwich, sub sandwich.
I see peppers.
Ah,
Very good.
Big ol'
is
hope.
that it? Is that a 12-incher, Jamie?
Something like that.
No,
16.
no.
Got out my measuring tape, but
Nothing like Jamie's 12-inch sandwich.
So yeah, same as Greg. That's my history right there.
There you go.
All right. Awesome. Okay, so now my turn to talk about my history, which I have absolutely none with Founders of the Feast because I haven't picked it up yet. Still amazed at it was like $10.99 a bottle, and that's a pretty fucking good price for a 500 milliliter bottle of barrel aged barley wine. The base beer I've had on numerous occasions, so that came. I think that first came out a year ago, maybe 2 years ago at this point, because time doesn't have any meaning anymore at this since COVID hit. But either way, when Fax barley wine first came out, I fucking loved it. I thought it was a great value for 350 ml 5 milliliter cans for such a big ass beer, and I'm excited that they actually released something that is barrel aged using that beer. So, what do I think about it? You've probably seen some of my facial expressions when I'm taking sips of this thing, but okay.
My bad.
All right. Oh, that's good. All right. We will circle around. I see there's a whole bunch of comments about Lee saying that we should shut down BA101. Does anybody want to read them? Lee?
And yeah. All right, Lee Russell. Let's fold BA101 and just do hangouts for now. These themes are getting dumb. You're dumb.
You're dumb.
Wow.
Lee Russell. Nick's audio is always too low when the stream.
Low.
My name is low.
Too low when this streams from Discord. He's getting talked over more than usual.
Is your mic turned down in Windows or something?
I turned it up after I saw that comment.
Maybe. Okay, so maybe it was then. Fair enough.
And Lee Russell, Arizona has snakes and spiders year-round. Please be careful, Jamie.
Oh, Jamie's always
I'm
careful.
sorry. I mispronounced that. Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Then I said, no, it's fun picking beers. Then he said, this could have easily been a regular hangout. And then I said, no.
He could have easily gotten a good beer at his liquor store, too.
Yep.
Whoa, shots fired.
I think it's just fun because then I actually get to go and look for something versus like just picking anything.
I've been doing a lot of more of these BYOB things and show and tells and stuff like this because it's getting harder and harder to find all beers that we can all get at once, and more people is more fun.
We also have 8 viewers right now. Hi,
There you go.
viewers.
Ooh.
9.
I wouldn't be
viewers.
opposed to like once a month doing a hangout so that everyone can join regardless of beer. There's no beer racism.
I see
on
there's
this
a
chat.
comment there from Malt Mustang for Jamie.
Malt Mustang.
Malt
Getting there.
Mustang. All right.
I'm drinking. Oh, Lee Russell, I'm drinking a simple Italian-style Pilsner. I win.
Wow.
You do not win.
No.
You're
That
not
could've
on
been
the
a
show, so
celebration
you
beer.
cannot win. So you automatically lose. Had you joined the episode, you would have had a chance to win, but you did not, so you lose.
He's drinking the charcuterie board of beers.
There you go.
They wouldn't know what that is.
The Italian Pilsner. It's a smorgasbord of everything.
Yeah, they wouldn't know what that is. It's not the right word. It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked up. Everybody sucks. Just one of those days. It's all about the he said.
Just better stay away, motherfucker.
I'm assuming that's some sort of song or something.
Yeah.
Your life is on Your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just one of those days.
It's one of those things like
Yeah,
anytime
it's
Jamie shows up, the Fred Durst in us comes out.
Carrie. All
I don't know.
about.
I don't know what a Fred Durst is.
Said bullshit.
Said bullshit. Nice.
He's the lead singer, probably the best, one of the best artists of our time. Best bands.
Our time as in
he's
Gen Xers.
He's the lead singer of Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Lee Russell then says, of course. Lee Russell then says, now I'm on to the still winning.
Schwarzbier.
Did not see that coming.
There is no way for you to win when you're not competing. You may have your assessment may be good, and you may be doing really well in that department, but the actual scores that we have for your evaluation, there's none there. So you cannot get a grade, you cannot succeed if you don't participate in the actual evaluation portion. So no, you are not winning.
Jesus.
You have to participate in life to win at it.
Manly is like an honorary kindergarten student today. He's really being told. Now put him in a timeout and make him have nap time.
She was not even in the class. Malt Mustang.
Oh, wow.
Jamie, it's called a wedge. Dog.
I was going bum.
Dog.
Dog. It's funny because like so many people try to say Ludogs and they're like Ludog. Like it's just Ludog. You could just say dog. I'm fine with
Malt
dog.
Mustang is bum from the Share Beer Show.
I don't know who that is, but I'm sure he's awesome.
Then Lee Russell said, sounds like the shit a loser would say, Lee.
Wow.
It is. Constantly saying that you're a winner when you're not even participating. Yeah, that is what losers say.
Oh, shot redirected.
I feel like Manly is the Charlie Sheen of this chat.
There's
When
no
are you
reverse
going
card.
to do some life then? When are you going to do some life then?
I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll go and buy myself a giant donair pizza then.
Maybe.
It's called
Maybe
living the
tomorrow.
leeway.
Jesus.
All right. Thank you.
That was the oh my god. The
I
Littlest
wouldn't
Hobo
mind a
song,
donair pizza.
wasn't it?
Do it, Nick. You can do it.
Littlest Hobo, the theme song for Littlest Hobo.
Here's a voice.
That
Keeps on calling me.
dog
No,
is
the one I was singing.
No, I think that was a Durst Fred song. They said.
Durst
No,
Fred.
me, just sang it. Me alone, solo.
I didn't catch what you were
Solo,
saying.
Han Solo, he's an excellent character in Star Wars. Spoiler: he dies in the 7th one, which is a bad movie.
Oh, that's where all your.
Spoilers.
Okay, thank you. Dan got it. It is. Thank you.
Should actually say
Dan can't get it.
I take it back.
Anyways, those were the comments. Woo. And for
Lucky
our
dog.
listeners, viewers, people who are entertained by us tonight,
Oh, light train.
like this video.
Yeah, thumbs up, everybody, right now. Do it.
Everybody jerk off the video once. Oh, yes. Oh.
Feed the algorithm, baby.
Surprisingly, that too.
Everyone jerk off your come into an envelope and then send it to Nick.
Everybody's jerking for the weekend. Okay.
See, now it makes sense. It all makes sense now.
Dollars and cents.
Dollars and cents. Pounds and pence. The mark of the yen. Yeah, we're flying through this one.
Yes, Greg. Yes. That is the answer.
No, that's subject. That's subject. That's there's probably some place to make the shittiest donair ever.
He's asking a generic question to everybody, and to me, I'm answering it saying yes.
Nick and I had this conversation recently about the whole pizza thing, and I had to concede that, like, to be fair, the last 10, 15 times I ever even, like, over the years went to pizza to try, I got a slice. Been sitting around, they reheat it, they give it to you.
Yeah, it's never the same thing.
If I was to go there and actually order like a medium pepperoni pizza or some shit, have them make it fresh and eat it,
I find usually slices are better. Slices are usually better than the actual pizza.
Hey,
I don't know if I'd agree with that.
Of course, it depends how long they've been sitting there, but
yeah.
And I never order pizza from Pizza. That is how much I dislike pizza.
No, again,
it is right across the street from me.
I live downtown, right next to it, almost too for years.
The biggest thing with pizza is that it's an entirely new thing here, so I have a fresh take on it. And the other thing is that it's also the cheapest pizza you can get right now. Oh, Greg's about to jerk off.
No, I'm just creaming my hands. Don't get too excited, Nick. Well, it doesn't. Yeah, but what's the difference between like pizza and a regular pizza? Like an extra $3 or something? Just spend the extra money on something good.
Depending on what you get. Like you're talking about, like pizza costs like $20.69 for an XL pizza that feeds 3 people.
Again, the mindset you have to have is that anytime you get takeout, it's a bad financial decision. So go all out, just go nuts.
Yeah,
There's no such thing as a good financial takeout.
This direction and get better pizza, or that direction and get shitty pizza. And I prefer that pizza.
What pizza is that?
There you go.
That's Lou Dog's pizza.
Well, you get that for free. I'm not sure if that counts.
Fucking tasty.
She's down. Where she is, within a block and a half. I mean, order pizza 2 for $1, or fucking Domino's at this point if she wants. So.
Or,
but I think my original argument is like you're comparing pizza to Domino's. That's where I'm like, yeah, no.
Domino's
I like
better,
pizza better. Pizza's better than Domino's.
Okay, I know it's a beer episode, but I'm gonna say right now, everyone fucking loves Domino's. I hate Domino's. It's one of my least favorite
Yeah.
pizza places.
there we go.
don't-
Wow.
I'm
That is
not.
it.
I'll eat it
Weekend.
if it's put in front of me, but I'm not gonna go out of my way for it. Pizza
I
Hut's
don't
better
love it,
than
but-
Domino's.
but like I said, here at least, like no, like the Pizza Hut is better than both, but Domino's is better than Pizza.
I wasn't that
in my
impressed. I mean,
opinion, at
granted,
least here anyway.
I've only had pizza once in the last 20 years, so I mean, I only have that example. But it wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong, it was good, but it was just really fucking greasy.
Didn't we have pizza when your Agnes ordered?
Oh, we had Domino's.
Domino's. Okay.
Same thing.
It was weird.
Yeah.
The weird thin cracker crust that I think.
Yeah,
she
I
actually,
did that by accident. Agnes was mad at me for that because I like the cracker crust, but nobody else does. I just was like, I like it. I thought it was good. It's a different pizza experience.
I prefer just a thin crust, if anything. The cracker crust, it's not bad, but I don't know.
Right. We're gonna reel this
Yeah.
in. Everybody finish your
All right.
comments about pizza. And we're going back to beer.
All right, let's go back to beer. I'm actually gonna start circling around and go to Paul.
I like pizza sometimes.
This whole time I've been waving and how you doing? Oh, hey, it's me. Okay,
How's your ice block drinking?
I did it. I've been drinking. Okay, so to get back onto the beer, Aventina's Ice Bock. This is a double bock that has been ice distilled to a certain degree to amp up the ABV, remove some of the excess water, gives it a little bit more of a firmer body, that kind of things like that. But one thing with traditional styles, especially European traditional styles, maybe you've had an experience of this. It doesn't hide the ABV as well as certain craft beer does, which is kind of good at some point in time because this is 12% alcohol by volume, for example. So there's a lot of fusilacos coming out of here because it was distilled. It almost gives you the almost mock barrel vibe with the ABV coming out at you, which is nice though because it's bright, it's peppery. It has a lot of burnt caramels, toffee, dates, figs, raisins, mixing in with a lot of nice burnt toasted malts from that original double bock. And for the price point, it is a real treat, and it's readily available all the time. I think this is from 2001, but for $6, this is a good time every time, and it is a shelfie beer, and you should try it.
What type of beer is it? Sorry.
It is a ice bock. It is actually a ice distilled double bock
That
from
means
Germany.
nothing.
They took a
Yeah.
in this case I think it's a Weizen Doppelbock, isn't it? A wheat dark bock beer, which is strong lager, and then they
double bock. Yeah.
then they ran it through an ice treatment where they freeze part of it and to take out some of the water. It increases the ABV.
Yep. Ice distilled.
And I'll get into more what I think about that after, but yeah, drooling, Paul.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I know. All right, so let's go over to Carrie. Is he still here? Carrie,
Maybe.
how's your donkey?
What?
Donkey riding?
It's fucking kind of phenomenal. Super sour, and there's like a cake kind of almost thing going on.
Sorry, I'm real quick. Is it dark cherry? Sorry, black cherry, or is it like just regular cherry?
It's actually what did it say in the writing on the thing is so small that I had to take a picture and then like zoom in on it. Where'd it go? Right there. The cherries are Montmorency cherries from Schuyler Farms in Simcoe, Ontario. And yeah, it's a kind of aged dark sour. There's like a berry thing going on, a bit of a oaky thing from the barrels. There's zero hint of it being 7.7 isn't that high of an ABV, but like it's one of those beers that you could give somebody and be like, try this, and they'd think it's. I don't even know what you'd call this if you didn't know what it was. It doesn't have any beer qualities to it really, but
It's a beer show.
Yeah,
it's so good. Well, that's one of the things I love about the world. The world of beer is so infinite. there's so many different styles
Yeah.
and things you can do with.
I used to be a huge wine person. I was huge into wine, and then I realized how deep and dark and complex and crazy beer can be, and it's like I never really looked back.
It's and like I don't know a lot, but like going to the LCBO and waiting in line, where the main LCBO, they have like one line, and you're waiting kind of in the wine aisle, and you look, and there's some interest. They do barrel aged wines and kind of weird stuff like that, but I've just never been a fan. Like years ago, one of my friends.
Wine also requires an awful lot of money if you want to like really get into it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But my buddy's girlfriend years ago, before they moved out of town, she was studying to become a full-on. Is it sommelier for wine? It is, right? Sommelier.
I believe that's it. Yeah.
Okay. What is the beer thing?
Cicero.
I'm trying to think.
Okay,
yes. But I'd go over there to visit my buddy, and she'd be like getting me to try all these different wines and describing the flavors and all this shit. And it all just tasted like bad grape juice to me, kind of. So my palate's evolved since then. So maybe I wouldn't mind a wine now, but yeah, this is getting like 9.5s across the board for me. This is so good. Yeah.
I mean, if you have somebody that wants to walk you through like a wine tasting or something, why the fuck not? You know, do it, enjoy it. But I mean, I know people who are like hardcore into wine, and people that have an awful lot of money, and like it's a fucking hobby. Like literally, I know people that spend thousands of dollars just to pay for a wine cellar that professionally sellers their product for them.
I was
and
gonna say like some of like
insane.
The movie stars and millionaires and shit. You do like see videos on YouTube of like their wine cellars, like a whole walk-in room, and just like some people have got millions of dollars invested in that shit. So yeah, you could kind of go the same way.
I know somebody who probably, maybe not millions, but he's definitely got a couple $100,000 invested in his wine. He pays a professional company. He pays a professional company to fucking store it for him. Like that's awesome.
Wow.
Man. But yeah, but he's also really fucking rich. So it's like, I mean, that's awesome that you can. That's also awesome that you can fucking do that. But
if I was like super rich like that, I'd have a beer cellar probably. You know what I mean? Like I'd have like cases of Double Tempest aging somewhere or something like that. You know, fancy beers like that, and yeah, got on the same lines a little bit, but yeah. Anyway,
all right.
There's
Gary.
yeah.
I just want to go back to Paul for a second. Paul, what did you give your Icebox for a rating?
I don't think he did.
Oh, thank you. I didn't rate it. I'm sorry about that.
He doesn't know how the show
style.
works.
I'm learning, Greg. I'm learning. I'm in the kindergarten. I joined the kindergarten class, Greg. I'm here.
I shouldn't make fun of you, Paul. You're just trying your best.
I'm trying my best, and I'm kind of stupid. Honestly, for the yes, as you said too, which is a good point on you, which is a wheat double bock because of the Schneider Weisse. For a Schneider Weisse ice aged double bock, enjoyability and style. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I'm gonna give it a 9 to both.
9.
Because honestly, I should almost give a 10 to style to this, because this is the ice aged wheat double block. So I'm gonna give it a 10 for style.
That's what I'm doing. I'm writing down for a 10 on that. Only because I know that beer and I love that beer, and I haven't had it in ages. Anyway, all right, thank you, Paul. So let's go over to Greg. Hi, Greg.
Oh, hi, Nick.
I'm
actually drinking this. I'm actually drinking this beer while I was waiting for you guys to finish your pizza conversation. I have no opinion on pizza. I think all pizza is okay. Plus, it's all trash food too. So
You're a pizza.
You're a pizza.
You chimed in with an opinion. What are you talking about?
No.
Greg always has an opinion.
I have no opinion. I've never even tried pizza before. I don't know what pizza is. I'm just assuming it's some dough with like some cheese and that's it. So anyways.
It's not like 3 of the, what is it, maybe even 4 of the people here have actually had said pizza with you. But yeah, go ahead.
But anyways, I want to check that number. Nick's probably had pizza with me. So has Lady Lee. So have you.
Jamie, have I had pizza with you, Greg?
I feel
even Paul
I feel
might
we must have ordered pizza while you were with me. We definitely had McDonald's breakfast. I know that.
I know
for
you
sure.
would because you bought the sausage McMuffins, and
And
then
we-
there was
we-
the Chad Sealing Knife bottle share night with Chris. I think Chris brought a bunch of sausage McMuffins then too, didn't he?
And then after the bottle fest, you
pizza
and
at
I.
that place on the during the Chad Vinyl Rhino Beer Fest thing. Didn't we go and have pizza at some place that we sat in the patio?
I know we had cock with Joe.
Oh, I remember that. We had pizza at that.
Of
I don't know if Greg was there for that or not. I know
wasn't
Jamie
there.
was.
No, I was not. I was not there. So it's questionable whether I've
That
had
place
pizza
in
with Nick.
Ridgeway.
I don't know if I had pizza with Jamie.
Would that have been Jamie then?
That was Jamie and Radar and Ewart, I think.
You got a thumbs up from Jamie. Who's that last person? Who'd
Some
you say?
fuckhead. Okay, so let's move on. Greg?
Hi, Nick. Anyways, now that we're done that conversation,
Hi, Greg.
so this beer, it's very Belgian-y. It is. It doesn't hide its alcohol all that well. You can definitely tell it's boozy, not necessarily in a bad way, but I don't feel you're going to be tricked into thinking that this is a 6% beer. You're not. Very sweet. It's got, as Guy would call it, the candy sugar, and little kind of hints of chocolate. Now, for me, I know Paul's going to chime in and say this is a thing that shouldn't exist in Belgian beers, but I like my banana flavor in my Belgian beers, and unfortunately, I'm not getting a whole lot of that in this. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. But otherwise, I'm actually kind of really enjoying this beer. Very solid beer, and it does go, despite the fact that I know the booze is there, it's, goes down very smoothly for 11.5%. I mean, you could probably drink this scarily quickly, as with most high alcohol beers nowadays. Like, there's very few beers nowadays that they're like fax 10% that you're just like, oh, I can't drink too much of this. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So, personal style, what am I putting this? This is a dark Belgian ale. I don't know if I've had that many of them to really classify this and give it a proper style rating, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to say this is an excellent dark Belgian ale. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I'm going to give 1 point. I'm not going to give a full 10 because maybe there's improvement to be had for other dark Belgian ales to be even better. But this one's very good. And personal enjoyment, I'm also going to give it a 9. I mean, I could really, I could use a little more banana in it, but otherwise, I'd very much enjoy drinking this anytime. If I were to go to Nick's house and Nick were to offer me this, I'd be like, "Thank you, Nick," and I'd drink it.
Yeah.
I have the banana.
And that beer.
Gonna have a banana with it.
There you go.
I should have a banana with it.
Banana. And
it would pair well.
Hoop and banana. Anyway, so Malheur 12 is from a brewery called Malheur in Bougenhout, Belgium. So it is a genuine Belgian quad. So it's technically a Belgian quadruple.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, there we go. I still stand by my rating. I would actually go so far as say I like this probably more than I think St. Bernardus. I think that's a quadruple, and I actually think I like this more than I used to love St. Bernardus quite a bit, but last few bottles I've had I haven't enjoyed quite as much, and this I'm quite enjoying. But I don't know. I'll do a head-to-head sometime when I'm bored.
How about against Roquefort 10?
It's been a while since I've had Roquefort 10, but I have not. Traditionally, I have not been the biggest fan of Roquefort 10. I've always felt it was a little bit overrated by other people, but that's
St. Bernardus 12 and Roquefort 10 are bottles that should be in everybody's fridge. I don't know. I feel like the liquor store needs to bring in some.
Well,
anyway.
But then you drink them and they're no longer in your fridge. You got to buy another one.
I know. I keep buying more, but if I kept buying more, maybe they'd be in my liquor store. But I mean, the best
of those. So sort of the best of those quads of, I guess, sort of the big three, as you might call them, and this is not really fair because this one is difficult to get for most people, but I've had the opportunity to have Westy 12 once, and it was by a wide margin the best of them. But that could have just been, I was just very excited to have it, and maybe that was just a special bottle, but I felt it was
good.
It was amazing.
What were you saying, Paul?
It's good. Yeah, like you said, it's good. It's not anything crazy. I actually patched up all the Rocheforts, but I decided to go with this one instead, the Aventinus, because honestly, Nick, I like the 8 better than the 10.
Really?
Honestly,
Okay, that's fair.
if I had to pick.
I mean,
Yeah,
I like the
I
10,
like
but I mean,
the dark
that's
fruit,
fair.
the dark.
I'm just
the
saying,
red
like,
feel that comes from the
10 and 8 should be in the liquor stores at all times.
It's been several years, but I do think I agree with Paul on that. I
The
think
6 is kind
I
of weak
prefer
sauce,
the
but anyway. So,
and this brewery does the same thing where they got the 6, the 8. I think they have a 10 and a 12. So
yeah,
yeah.
12 degree they call it on Untapped. Anyway, so
There-
thank you, Greg. Let's keep this thing rolling and go over to Lady Lee. Hi, Lee.
Hello.
Hello. So, how's your beer drinking?
My beer drinking is good. I am enjoying this. I'm trying to find something really quick. I thought I could do it before it came back to me.
You want me to circle over to Jamie first and then come back to you?
No, you're good.
All right.
You're good. I just gonna be 2 seconds. Okay, so I have this can in front of me.
Woo.
Woo. So it's an 8.1%, which is nice, and it's $4.35 a can. So realistically, not bad in price either. Like when you compare a lot of other beers and that percentage of alcohol. Because I was looking at other ones too, and they were like more $5 when it came to like higher percentage beers. So, okay, taste wise, this does not taste super boozy. Like I wouldn't guess that it's 8.1. It has a really nice mouthfeel, which I really like about beers. Like when you get the one it's like a pleasant experience when you drink it. Like this is kind of it. It feels smooth on the tongue, so I kind of enjoy that. And I can guarantee you this is probably going to be too sweet for Greg, because you can taste that little bit of sweetness at the start, and it
Remind me
adds,
the
like,
name of it.
Bumbleberry Custard Double IPA Psychedelic Puzzle Factory.
Psychedelic.
Weird.
I think I've had it. I'll tell you in a sec what I thought of it. But anyway.
Yeah, so it has that nice little bit of sweetness at the beginning, but like the end, like the back of the tongue kind of has that little bitterness at the end. So it doesn't like hit you in the face with sweetness. But if you're not a sweet person, I could see it being like, I don't want that sweetness at all.
I'm not a sweet person.
You're not. It says that it has like ripe blueberry, juicy blackberry. I guess, yeah, I got like that berry-ish taste, but it's a very like kind of hint in the background. Yeah, it has the flavors there. They're not like super obvious, but they're still there. Like they're just hints of it, so it kind of nice. It's a very smooth, tasty, enjoyable beverage. I am enjoying it.
Nice.
It smells really good too. I like the smell.
It's got lactose.
But yeah, it is. Yes, I assume so.
Bring all the Dans to the bar.
Yeah. Lactose. Yes. Style for like a flavored double IPA. I feel like I've been really generous with my scores, probably because I haven't been doing this much. I am gonna give it a 9. I think it tastes like a flavored double IPA. It does its job. It doesn't have that overly crazy alcohol-y taste. It kind of has that nice, this is a very boozy beer, but tastes smooth. Personal preference, I'm gonna go with an 8.
All right. Cool. All right. Thank you, Lady Lee, for that one. Let's rolling on over to Jamie here.
Hi, Nick.
Hi, James.
Hi, Jamie.
By the way, Lady Lee, I gave that a 7.5 out of 10 on my Untapped. There you go. Sorry, Jamie.
Thanks, Carrie.
No, it's okay. When Lee was talking about her beer and she said the name of like the title on the beer, the ridiculous title, I wanted to interject and say they should call it barf emoji, but I didn't want to wreck your beer review, so it was a good.
Yeah,
beer.
that would have been really rude, Jamie. Thank you for restraining yourself.
Rude, but in saying that, I challenge Flying Monkeys or some shitty brewery to make barf emoji beer, I will buy 1 can.
I would not put it past Flying Monkeys at all. They're fucking just, they don't give a fuck at this
They're
point. They'll
outrageous.
just do it.
Come on, it would be a hilarious name, and then they can just make some gross lactose double IPA and just name it barf emoji, but put some like
and Dan will pay like $12 for a bottle.
Yeah, put some red dye or something in it just to make it look kind of turbid and gross. Yeah. Anyways, back to this beer. So some of the notes that I'm gonna give this sound gross, but it's just what it reminds me of. It doesn't reflect that it's a bad beer, but so when you smell the beer, it reminds me of like when you walk past, if you have a counter with some oranges that are maybe a day or two past their prime, and they have that, you can't smell a good orange when it's on, but when it's like when they're a little past their prime, they have a little bit of that smell. That's what I get, and it kind of translates a bit to the taste. So like an orange, it's all orange taste, but it's an orange that is not sweet anymore. It's more that like really flat, it's kind of I don't know what the word is.
Like tangerine.
Vegetal? Is that
vegetal.
whatever? Like but like a not a good orange, like kind of a. And I don't mean that it tastes bad, but it just has that. It reminds me of that a little bit, and it has like the mouthfeel. Like a flat pop mouthfeel. Is that a something that makes sense? Flat pop kind of has that, and then it has a bit of a burn, like a at the end. So it's like, and all those sound bad, but it's not. It's what it reminds me of, and it does sound gross, but no, it's not a bad beer. For the style, for the price, for all of that, it's I don't know. It's fresh too. Like this is from a gas station, and it's less than a month old. So yeah, it's not that old, and it's actually, sorry, it's a little over a month old. But regardless, it's not. If you were to buy a beer like this at a gas station in Ontario, I bet you'd probably be over 5 months old at least, or even at the LCBO. And so it's not bad. So for like style, price, all that kind of stuff, I'll give it a I don't know, 7.5. Personal preference, I'll give it a 7. It's all right.
Sorry, what's the style again?
It's just
like the type.
Just a hazy IPA.
Hazy IPA.
Yeah. So it's probably what I should have done is just went with the better beer that you can find at any gas station here.
Oh, that should have been what you reviewed. Fuck, I haven't had Mickey's in a long time.
Mickey's.
There we
You're
go.
gonna chug that label out, aren't you?
Can we do a dirty big
Label?
bottle of beer?
We should do a malt liquor
review?
challenge.
I feel we've done it. I
I
feel
thought we
we've done
did a
it
malt
before,
liquor
but
week.
we can always do it again.
We should
We
do a
did
malt
malt liquor.
liquor
That's how I
challenge.
got. Malt
We
liquor
should-
challenge.
Well, since I don't know if Dan's ever going to join us at all, but I think might be some plans to potentially do low ABV or no ABV beers in February to support
Yeah.
Hold
those
on. If
people.
we're
So
gonna
then March, let's go nuts with just the most grossest beers we can.
That's
Yeah,
what we did last
okay.
year.
Yeah, we should do.
Hold
We'll wait and do malt liquors in
Hold on.
March or something. Okay.
If we're gonna do a malt liquor challenge, I think we need to do something where it's like a special episode that's done on the weekend or time where most of us have the day off the next day.
Oh, I like
Only
what she
saying
thinks.
that because like I am not going to participate otherwise because I have to be very dedicated with school. But if I have time where I don't have school the next day, especially going into placement, then I'm totally cool with like doing it on the weekend.
Could do like a special edition episode, like on a Saturday night or something like that. Would that work? Or Friday?
Or even like a long weekend or
Yeah.
something. Like just anything.
Well, you got
Just
like
to-
family days coming up in February, so you could do it then. Maybe.
We can't. The NA.
Oh, right. Well, we can't do it in January because there's not going to be any holidays unless you're talking about.
Maybe March.
Is there a long weekend in March?
I'm
you don't
off
have
for
to do
March break.
every
Oh, well,
beer
okay.
analysis in February as non-alcoholic.
Well, Dan wouldn't show up if it's because he doesn't believe in gold
Does
tickets.
he show up anyway?
That's a good
yeah,
point.
I mean-
That's a good point. We're getting on
We
just
can
fine.
change
on-
what-
The thing is,
I would
if
say
it's
if we
on
do
weekend-
one or two. Let's do
Yeah.
one or two beer anios that are like, low alcohol or non-alcohol.
We should alternate. We should be like a low ABV, high ABV. Anyway, let's keep rolling.
There you go.
Because
I'd be fine with doing like a special Saturday episode where we just drink awful things and get annihilated.
I have an
Don't we
idea.
do that, really?
We do a non-alcoholic episode, but we all have to add a shot of vodka to the non-alcoholic beer
God.
and see what that does.
I will not partake.
Well,
Yeah.
You
No.
guys
okay,
can.
well-
I'm not interested.
All
Well,
right.
then how
Okay,
about a shot of chalet sauce then?
Jesus Christ. Yes. No. All right.
What-
it
You
is
guys can.
What if
currently
it's just a shot of your liquor of choice?
shot of urine.
Yeah, that'd be fine too. Just
It doesn't have to be
a
vodka.
random idea. I don't know. It'd be fun.
All right. So, my turn to talk about my beer, which is Trailways Founders of the
Get out of
Feast.
there.
What?
What?
Hi, Paul. Anyway, what do I think about this particular beer? Since the moment I first cracked it open, there was like a little bit of whiff of some kind of like vinous kind of quality that maybe kind of indicated. I don't know if it'll have the greatest of shelf life, but it's a barrel aged beer. This is kind of the one kind of thing you want to. So many moving parts to it that I wouldn't age these things, but holy shit! As soon as I took my first sip of this, and I just sort of sat back in my chair and went, "Whoa." Because I am fucking loving the fuck out of this. It's very oaky. Got that oak, wood, tannic qualities. Like that light hint of vanilla to it. Caramel molasses, of course, coming out in spades from the barley wine itself. It's got this nice chocolate. This like roasty kind of almost borderline milk chocolate and cherry kind. It's got a lot of cherry coming out. It's not so much I would say boozy, but the alcohol in it is kind of coming off as having this kind of like a cherry kind of flavor. And I feel like this kind of tastes like maraschino cherries and liqueur chocolates. Like you ever get those liqueur chocolates that have like the cherry in it, but it's like a boozy like alcohol in the candy instead of having like the candy cherries, like the sugar syrup in it. This is really nice. It's mildly earthy, mildly roasty, and mildly clovey. It's very warming, but I wouldn't call it booze city. So that 11.9% is extremely well masked. In fact, I feel like it's so well masked it does come off almost a bit thin, but it's still pretty chewy beer. This shit is excellent. This is even better than Trailway's normal facts. Like, the aging process on this one, I don't know, it doesn't really say how long they aged it for, but I'm actually surprised at how good the barrels are for this thing. And this is an absolutely wonderful beer, and the fact that it's $10.99 for a bottle of this shit, I will definitely be going back for another bottle or two of this, because holy crap, that is delicious. It's getting a 9.5 out of the style for me. Like, it's so close to 10, it's not kidding. It's not funny. And I'm going to give it a 9.25 out of 10 for overall enjoyment, because this is absolutely delicious shit. Okay, it's not actually shit, but I mean, it's fucking delicious. So
Yeah. It's amazing what happens when you spend above $10.
yeah.
Like that's that whole next range. Once you hit above, it's like sky's the limit.
I spent too much money on.
Quality.
Well, it was either this or just go get like a huge on heavy or something from the liquor store. So it was like
My
I've done that so
question
many
is,
times.
if Scott was still with
I
us,
do-
which celebration Moosehead would he have brought tonight?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know.
glad. Yeah, I already mentioned that to him.
Yeah.
The one thing I was wondering, we did this, which is a little bit different. You were saying you were doing a malt liquor challenge, stuff like that. That's cool. How about this for a challenge? And it sounds weird, but there's a lot of people. Scott, I hope you're listening. Bring a beer from a company you've never brought on here before.
That's not a bad idea.
So no Trailway, no fucking Flying Monkeys, no this, no that. You know what I mean? Like no Bellwoods, something different.
That's
Me
actually a
too.
really good
Obviously,
idea.
something off the
Try and
cuff.
think of what. The only thing, okay, I love this idea. The only thing I have an issue with is, like, unfortunately, Carrie and I, a lot of the times when we go to the LCBO, it's a lot of the same shit. I'm not saying always. It's just today I went to the LCBO and I didn't find as many things that I could have brought.
Between the three LCBOs, we can definitely find something from a
I'm gonna
brewery
be-
that haven't brought on a BA101 before.
I would
For sure.
I'm
say,
gonna be gone for a
Right.
month.
I would say, set as a
I'm
rule on
down.
that one is if we did something like that, then it'd be a brewery. Maybe you brought one to be able to one before, but it's been a long time. So if it's something you
Oh,
don't
bullshit.
bring
No,
much,
fuck you. Not at all. Not at all. Done.
Yeah.
New.
Ugh.
New
Like,
print.
I'm
Fresh
with
air.
Paul. I can, and again, that little bottle shop thing, that culture club thing, I've actually
Yeah.
got a couple things. I can easily grab something from a brewery that I haven't brought on
I'm
here
gone
before.
for a month, so let's cross my fingers that.
Okay.
Are you going back home for a month, kind of thing, or?
Oh.
Okay, well, even
I know
then,
that there's a
your
good
local
variety.
LCBO in Alexandria has
have
a
a
pretty
good-
decent selection. So
Variety, but, like, I've brought a lot of them. I'd have to, yeah. I'd probably be able to find one. It just,
Yeah. I believe in you.
Bubba Sadie's
yeah,
is in the chat
it's the
saying
same.
North Bay has a good variety, Worthington and Lakeshore.
Those are the two stores that
The Algonquin
generally-
one is trash.
Yeah,
it's the biggest one. It's trash.
It's where I go for my haze, Mama.
Green.
Well, I have been going, although recently, for weirdest, the Lakeshore LCBO also carries haze, Mama, and they've been randomly having fresher cans, so I've been heading that way. So kind of fun.
I never
Have
make it that
you
one.
asked them to order
Well,
some
I mean,
cases for you and be like, "Fuck you, I want the case price"?
All right,
No, I forgot about that.
All right, let's
I'm
go.
gonna
mean,
go to
do that.
comment.
This was something that was. As Nick kept on saying about, okay, what Tramway brew did I bring? What fucking, and then you're like, what Bellwoods did you bring? What this one? Like let's change it up a little bit, you know?
True.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's a really cool idea. I like it. Where am I? Of course.
You're in North Bay, Le.
What? Kidding me?
I think it's the.
Oh,
Why
get
did you
some
forget
bologna
your
on it.
taco
I think that's
for 5
referring to
minutes?
like I would put
Lee
bologna
Russell.
on a pizza, Lee. Like I would be so
Yeah.
low in life and dreams and put bologna in a pizza. You're damn right I would. But
Russell is no longer in the chat. He is
What?
playing Elden Ring. I just saw him pop up.
Oh,
Yeah,
so he's
he's no
ignoring
longer-
us now.
Yeah.
So we don't have to read his
Elden Ring's an
comments now.
excellent game to play.
Yeah. All right. So get some bologna on it, and then Dan, I already mentioned. Yes, it was Lee. Greg, but is Donair better than Pizza? I think they said Donair
Oh.
Pizza. That was a comparison.
Yeah.
Better than Pizza. But either
Yeah,
way,
probably.
I would still prefer, most likely, want to try Donair Pizza over Pizza. Like, that's just how it is.
That
Unless
works.
it's like the most terrible thing that I've had before. Like, it'd have to be bottom of the barrel.
Bottom of the barrel
which
Donair
is
pizza would be
possible.
like Greco pizza.
Oh wow! If Lee was still here, he'd be very angry at that comment.
Yeah.
It's just so funny because, like, I hear Greco's and I'm like, I don't think they have a Donair pizza. But I'm like, wait a second. Different.
Yeah, we have a chain
Greco.
called Greco here. Anyway, you know that.
All right. Then we have Dan saying, "Oops, someone better started a live broadcast." Winky face.
What,
I
who's
don't
that?
know the reference.
Is
I'm
that
guessing
Rod J
somebody
started a
different.
chat. Started a live chat. I mean,
I'm not sure.
that's the only person I would say is better.
Lee Russell says,
So-
"The shittiest Donair beats the shittiest pizza every time." Again, I think we're mentioning Donair pizza.
Yeah.
But I still agree. 100% true. Lee Russell, thankfully, I only eat top tier examples of both. Sure you do. Lee Russell, I avoid chains if I can. Give me my local mom and pop places every day.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Absolutely.
God damn it. I dealt with so much of that fucking shit with Lou Dogs. It's a chain, but there was 3 of them in Ontario. Now there's only 1.
Yeah,
every-
that's
That's fine.
It's a chain.
Oh, I would say it's not really a chain at this point. Plus, Mr. Dog, I think, has pretty, like, he's allowed to make his own menu, isn't he?
Yeah, he changed.
So-
He completely evolved that place like crazy.
So
He
that
had, he
doesn't,
had,
that
had
doesn't
a whole
strike me as a
separate
change.
ghost kitchen pizza place kind of thing to it, basically. It's come a long way.
Yeah, he's but even then, like when it first started, the guy lives in or has a place in North Bay, or sorry, Powassan, like owns the Lou Dogs chain. And when it opened, there was never more than 3 of them open at the same time, and it was Ontario. Like it wasn't even far apart. So, fuck you people and your fucking
Actually, last Thursday,
butthurt for fucking chains.
whatever the chicken sandwich special they did last Thursday was so good. So good.
There we go. Ablina Reno. Sorry I'm late. Just washing the sheets again. Lee Russell. Nobody believes you wash your sheets, Oblino, you filthy animal. Dan. Sheets, you mean? The snow blankets you sleep under?
Jesus.
Greg.
I don't know. I don't even totally get that joke.
No need to wash your sheets. Squirt doesn't
Yeah,
smell.
it's not like it's pee or anything.
No, there's no pee in it.
laughing. Ablina Reno. Block unfriended!
Unfriended.
Unfriended! Lee Russell. Wine lovers are far more up their own asses than whiskey lovers. I guess I can see that. Like,
They can both be
Yeah.
up their own asses, but I feel wine lovers like the thing about whiskey is it lasts, so you can just be like, I'm gonna buy $1,000 bottle of whiskey and throw it on yourself and drink a shot of it once a year, and you don't give a fuck. Whereas wine drinkers have to be like, okay, I have this really expensive bottle of wine. I got to put it in a special temperature chamber and put it on its side and make sure the cork doesn't get doesn't stay too wet or doesn't get too dry. It's like it's a lot of effort to be a wine lover.
And if you want to open the bottle and not drink it all at once, there's a bit of a process to try to keep it fresh as well.
So like you gotta reseal it with like one of those weird cork things.
There's like there's a bunch of different things on the market that keep it fresh and shit, and it's weird.
I'm gonna agree with this comment because when it comes to just, I guess then that's kind of like correlation versus causation, though. But a lot of times when I'm serving customers, when somebody asks for like a whiskey ginger, whatever whiskey, whatever mix, or just like whiskey on the rocks, they're usually less picky. When I have wine people, they're like, "Oh, do you have anything from here? From here? Oh no, it has to be here. Oh, is it this brand? Oh no, that's shit wine. I'm sorry, I can't drink white shit." So I have a lot more picky people with wine than I do with whiskey.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna agree with the comment saying there's probably more people who are like that asshole-ish level when it comes to wine versus.
They definitely seem to be more
drinkers are all drunken after.
a more pretentious bunch for sure. The wine.
That's
crowd.
the word I was looking for. Yeah. There's so much great cheap wine out there. It's much like beer, the drink of the common man or woman.
There we go.
There's so much cheap
Wow.
there.
Should have said person.
Like beer. Who's listening to me?
That was me.
Watching.
That was
That was me. Well, in both cases, guilty. Sorry.
Greg, Greg has no passion for pizza or music. Only his movie loves redeems him. He's my favorite low-functioning sociopath.
There we go.
Friendly neighborhood sociopath. Greg, I'm working my way towards psychopath, and with your help, I'll get you there. Have you taken the test for psychopathy?
You take it anyway.
No, I'd rather not have anything recorded of where I'm at right now.
It's just you could read it. You don't have to answer it, but there's a test that you can take that tells you if your likelihood of having psychopathy. But it obviously have to do with like more
I don't think Greg's a psychopath. Sociopath, yes, but psychopath, no.
Is it weird that I want to know what your skin tastes like?
No, because you mention it all the time. By the way, we have 12 viewers. Hi, 12 viewers. What the fuck's happening?
Holy
Please
shit.
like.
This is a sociopath podcast.
Yeah, that's why I started talking about Greg being a psychopath. All right. I wonder if there's a difference between sociopath and psychopath. Damn it! Now I gotta go Google this. All right.
Pretty sure there's
There
different-
is.
Greg.
But anyway.
Also, I love chicken wings, steaks, and cars, just like Uncle Lee.
Well,
Marston.
Maley's a huge car
Yeah.
nerd. Right into the
Hello, Marston.
He loves chicken wings. He loves steaks. Loves
Hello,
America.
America.
Marston says vodka.
Yeah, all that.
I'm in.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead,
there you go. We have more people for that vodka stuff. Greg, proper Pollock right there. Babasades. Oh yeah, we already read this one. North Bay has a Good Friday on Worthington and Lakeshore.
Ooh.
Babasades is pizza at Lou Dog's good. Yes, it is fucking delicious.
Have you not watched I've reviewed both styles on my channel. What the hell, Baba
Yeah,
says?
nobody
watches
watches.
What the hell?
Nobody watches. I'm gonna watch Dan's channel before I watch yours.
Whoa.
Greg,
Whoa, that's too far.
Oh, wow.
I'm
That's
sorry,
nuts.
kid. I'm just being a sociopath. I apologize.
I'm gonna leave and not come back because I've killed myself.
Here's the deal. What's the difference? Just like quick sentence. What's the difference between psychopathy and sociopath? Sociopath.
The funny thing is, I've looked this up before. So from what I understand, and again, I'm going by my memory. So a sociopath is, I think you don't have feelings for you. You basically don't have empathy for people. But a sociopath is you just literally don't give a fuck. It's like a higher degree of sociopath almost. But it's been a while, so I have looked it up at some point, but I've forgotten it.
My ex-wife's the first one.
Sociopath doesn't have empathy for people.
Hold on, you know what? We got Google right here. We'll do.
Anyways,
we'll do a.
Finish the comments. You do the Googling. We'll discuss
Yeah.
this
You
later.
have the internet.
All right. Is next week's beer a high ABV saison? What is next week's beer? Thank you, Ablina Reno, for
Yeah,
asking the question
there
in
you
a
go.
very strange way. I'm skipping that comment, and I'm skipping that comment. Greg, saison should be low ABV for the farm
Indeed.
workers.
That's right.
Ablina Reno, farm workers, snort, crack meth. Now, Greg, get with the times. It's the 90s now. Only like
It is the 90s.
30 years ago. Babasades. Didn't see Red review the pizza. Waiting for him to. Oh, there's a fucking thing in my way. I can't read that.
The heart. Get back
Get
to
back
walk
to
the dog.
walking the
Walk
dog
the dog
video.
vids.
Thank you
Oreo's
for your
older.
comments,
Not gonna happen.
viewers.
All right. Thank you, Lady Lee. So you might as well go back to. Let's start with Paul. Paul's not there. Unless he's nearby.
Carrie's here.
All right, let's switch to Carrie. Carrie, of all the beers
Oh, wait,
here,
wait, he's back.
Paul, of all the beers here tonight, which one would you have rather have had?
Greg's.
Greg's. All right, that's a Paul
I
for
like
Greg.
yours too. It was over $10. Okay.
All right. So Carrie, of all the beers you heard here tonight, which one would you rather have?
Probably yours.
All right. Thank you, Carrie. Who's next? We've got Greg. Hi, Greg. Of all the beers
I've had. Hi, Nick.
Hi,
I've
Greg.
had Paul's. I've had Lady Lee's. Jamie's looks all right. I like it in the big can, but it's a juicy IPA, so it can only excite me so much. Nick, I don't like in general. So looking at Carrie's.
beer?
Carrie's is. Bellwoods isn't my favorite, but I've had Donkey Venom before, but not that variety. So I know it can be a very interesting beer. It's got a lot of the combination of a stout with a sour, but usually it's not too much of a sour. So I actually think it's a really interesting beer. So my vote is actually going to go towards Nick, because fuck Bellwoods.
All right. Let's go to Lady Lee. Lady Lee. All the beers here heard here today, would you rather have?
So, the two descriptions I heard was like the Black Forest cake comment, and I fucking hate Black Forest cake. So those were automatically eliminated from my choices. Sorry, guys.
What?
Then there's the two between Greg and Paul. I am going to go with Paul's because I've never had that kind of beer before, and I had no fucking clue what it was. It sounds like it would be tasty. It sounds like something I would like.
It is tasty.
Actually, yeah. I was expecting like this massive stout, so I was very surprised, but it came left field to something else. So yes, my vote again is Paul's.
All right. Thank you, Lady Lee.
Yeah.
Let's go over to Jamie. Jamie, which one would you rather have?
Okay, so just I've already had Paul's before, but 100% like it would just be Paul. I would take that beer like any day. Amazing beer, really good. Lee, good choice. If it was like, here's a beer that you can try, and you don't have to buy it, like someone already has it, and I could try a little bit of it, it would be Redbeard's. Because I would like to try that beer, but I don't want to pay for it because I'm pretty sure I won't like it. But in the spirit of, from the description, and I've never had it before, and I can't get it, I'll go with Nick.
Really?
Nick.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it me or Paul or Carrie?
It's you.
Me? Okay.
Nick.
Yeah.
Okay then. All right.
Nick.
Thank you, Jamie. So
I'm trying to put a little circumstance to your beer review.
there you go. I guess. Thank you. All right. So what do I think of all the beers I heard here tonight? You know what? Lady Lee's, Jamie's, and Carrie's sound interesting. I've had Donkey Venom, but maybe not that variation. Psychedelic Puzzle Factory sounds interesting, although I'm not a big... It's not so much that I don't like lactose as it doesn't like me. That gas station hazy IPA sounds like awesome because it's like super cheap for a massive can of it. But there's only really one beer that I've been thinking about the entire night since we started this episode, and that's Paul's. That
Still got lots left.
yeah. Oh yeah, that still looks awesome. Paul's beer, Schneider Weiss and Ventinus Eisbock, that used to be a rarely available beer around here about 10, 12 years ago. But I haven't... That hasn't been here in 10 years, and it used to be a beer that I would buy all the time. And I would still consider it one of my favorite beers of all time. And I really wish I could still buy that beer. And I see that, and I'm like, fuck you, Paul. I want that fucking beer in my mouth now. So, I know it's a simple German, like, Weissbock, but it's like, I know, and I've had it. Like, there's so many beers here that I haven't had that I'm looking at that Eisbock, I'm like, God, fuck. So, my vote has to go to Paul, just because I absolutely love that beer, and I haven't had it in, like, probably 10 years at this point. Actually, Carrie, Greg, and Jamie both voted for me, so I'm the winner.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
So
he's the wiener.
I'm the wiener.
Congratulations,
Yay!
Nick.
However, you win $10. That makes me the winner.
We'll keep on drinking till the end.
Can I change my vote so I don't have to hear you sing?
I think Nick's on a winning streak, isn't he?
Nope, this is my first win in a while. Is breaking Paul's winning streak.
You won in the last one, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah, the last one I was on, at least. Yeah, because we were all like, "Oh my god, you won! Hey!"
You are.
I don't know if I won last
Anyways,
streak,
Nick.
The ones I remember are Nick and Paul. Those are the winners that I'm remembering. So.
What did we do last week? It was.
I wasn't there last week.
Wasn't there? Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
That was the one that you planned to drink more this year.
Well, that was New Beer's resolutions.
All I know is Lady Lee said the winners that we know are Nick and Paul.
Oh, it was Moose. It was Moose versus Macro that we did last week. So that was a bit of a different episode. And then before that, it was the New Beer's resolutions. What beer would you like to drink more of? And I know I didn't win because I picked Moosehead, and so did Scott.
I was not there, so
that was Greg won that episode with Collingwood's Happy Trail
Greg
Session IPA, because we all have at the start of the year dreams of drinking lighter beers, even though we wind up with heavy ABV shit.
I'm drinking hot water now. Very tasty.
I just cracked this other one I got from Trailway called Eclipse. It's a dark Czech lager.
I'm drinking
hey, look, it says Lizak on it.
Ooh,
Chris
Lezak.
Lezak.
We did have
I'm having
somebody
more
asked
Bellwoods.
the magical question.
The magical question about what we're doing for
Uh-oh.
a beer this week. So, let me know if this works for everybody, because I know we had discussed doing malt liquor beers and stuff, but this is kind of like in the same vein, and maybe everybody will like this. So, I was going to say high ABV beers. Doesn't matter what it is, it's got to be high ABV. So, I was using this beer as an example, Golden Drac Classic, which is like 10.5%.
Is next week still January?
Next week is still January.
Yeah, I think Dan said he's going to join us as his last hurrah.
I was just thinking something that's high ABV. Just bring something high ABV. Can be a malt liquor.
Well,
Can be a craft beer with a lot of alcohol in it. Could be a Belgian. Could be a triple IPA or some shit. I don't care. It's got to be high ABV.
I'll try my best, but
where this week we had to focus around the $10 mark. Next week, minimum 10% ABV. How's that?
Yeah, I was going to say minimum 10% for next week.
I would say
that's
minimum
puff,
10%.
so like that's the easiest thing you can get if you can't find
I was
anything
going to
else.
say, you could probably, most people can get 10%, because I don't like to exclude people, but I think most people.
I already have a beer then. I can just drink this.
There you go. Well, luckily Nick will be on the show next week.
All right,
I think like this time last year we did the exact same one, which fine, it's a year ago, but it's hilarious that Nick's on it. Nick is like, let's get these high fucking bitches out.
Nick is on it.
All right,
so
couple more comments. Sorry,
Oh.
I want to read a couple more comments.
Go ahead.
I want to see beard bike riding vids.
Hell yeah.
Says, damn you both.
Who did
That was
that
a comment about saying that he wants to use walking dog vids, or Bubba Sadie's. Then we have Marcin saying, so what's next week's beer? And better not be a fucking moosehead. It is not.
It won't be a moosehead for a while, probably.
And then Marcin says, count me in. So Marcin can take my spot.
There we go.
Yeah, if Marcin wants to come in, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he's got just as much sex appeal, so.
He's got the accent.
He does have that. Well, he's got tits too.
I have.
All right. Anyway, I think
if
that's.
I asked you, would you rather see my titties or his titties?
I've seen his titties, so I'd rather see yours.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways.
By the way, I'll just very quickly. I know it's not topic of the chat, but I looked up sociopath versus psychopath, and kind of what I was getting at, but this is explained much better. I'll give a very brief definition. Basically, it's some conscious versus no conscious. Sociopath does shitty things. They sometimes feel bad about it, and they sometimes get emotional about it. A psychopath doesn't have any of that shit. They just don't give a fuck. Boom, there's your definition.
Don't
You know
care.
what sociopaths do? They just
Drink hazy IPAs from a gas station?
No, they just kind of walk away unannounced.
There we go. I know that was more of a psychopath maneuver because Jamie won't go. Also, Lady Lee will be happy to know that neither one of them are officially diagnosed conditions. So there you go.
Hold on. I have something different. I have sociopaths tend to act more impulsively and erratically compared to psychopaths. And that's kind of like what I believe.
There you go.
Jamie made a funny.
Anyways.
All right.
Good night.
We'll talk about later.
Tend to act with a little bit more emotion than psychopaths do.
Yeah. You know what's expected. All right. We always have to stick that penis in the end. So thanks for everybody for watching. We'll talk to you folks later. Wow, we had a pretty good turnout tonight. We'll talk to you folks later.